Today's debate is on the topic climate change action, individual responsibility versus corporate accountability. We have four students with us. On one side, Ishan and Nirja believe individual responsibility is the key, and on the other side, Kajal and Rohit argue that corporate accountability matters most. Let's start with the debate now.
Hello everyone. I believe every individual must act against climate change. If each of us saves electricity, reduces plastic use and plants trees, the impact will be huge. In India, we see how campaigns like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan worked when people took personal responsibility. Climate change also needs the same effort.
I respect your point, Ishan, but the reality is different. Big companies are the main polluters. According to reports, just 100 companies worldwide are responsible for more than 70% of global carbon emissions. In India too, industries like coal, cement and automobiles create massive pollution. If they don't change, our small efforts won't matter much.
But Kajal, individuals drive the demand. For example, if we stop using single-use plastics, companies will stop producing them. Look at how people in India shifted to cloth bags and steel bottles. It's our daily choices that push companies to act.
Nirja, I disagree. Companies often mislead people through greenwashing. They advertise products as eco-friendly but still pollute heavily in their factories. Take the case of air pollution in Delhi. Industries and construction dust contribute more than individual activities. That's why strong laws and corporate responsibility are more important.
Hey Rohit, laws can exist, but who follows them? If people litter everywhere or waste water, even the best laws won't work. Think about water wastage in households. If we save water individually, we help fight droughts and water scarcity.
Hey, Ishan, saving water at home is good. But industries waste much more. For example, textile factories use thousands of liters of water to dye clothes. In Maharashtra, sugar factories consume massive water while farmers suffer drought. That's why controlling companies matters more.
Yes, but Kajal, ordinary people can inspire change. Remember how people in India started using solar panels on rooftops? Now, even companies are investing more in renewable energy. It started with individuals showing the way.
The scale is very different. One family installing solar panels is good, but unless big corporations shift from coal to solar, carbon emissions will not reduce significantly. Tata Power and Adani Green Energy investing in renewables will make a far bigger difference than a few families using solar.
I agree with you partially, Rohit, but let's not underestimate individual power. Look at carpooling or cycling to school. If millions do this, it reduces traffic and pollution. In cities like Bangalore and Pune, people have already started such eco-friendly practices.
True, Ishan, but individuals can only do so much. Corporates must be held accountable because they set the system. For example, Coca-Cola has been criticized for plastic pollution in India. If the company changes its packaging, it will reduce waste on a massive scale.
That's right, Kajal, but I think it's both. Corporates respond to consumer demand. For example, when people demanded CNG buses, the government and companies adopted them. It started with awareness among people.
Nirja, but what about when corporations resist change? For years, fossil fuel companies like Shell and BP denied climate change. Without strict accountability, they will not act. Look at the Paris Agreement. It forces countries and corporations to commit. That's what drives real change.
But Rohit, governments and corporates are made of people. If we as individuals are not responsible, how can we expect them to act? The mindset must start with us.
Hey Ishan, yes, individual responsibility is important, but let's be realistic. If tomorrow Reliance or Tata decides to cut emissions by half, the impact will be millions of times greater than me switching off a fan. I agree, but individuals also vote and raise voices. For example, citizens protested against cutting RA forest in Mumbai. Because of that, the government had to reconsider. So, individual action creates pressure.
Exactly, Nirja. But that protest was successful only because it forced corporate and government accountability. Without holding them responsible, individual voices alone may not work.
To conclude, individual responsibility is the first step. Every small action, saving electricity, avoiding plastic, planting trees, matters. If everyone contributes, climate change can be slowed.
My final point is that corporations are the largest contributors. Without strict corporate accountability, individual actions are like drops in the ocean.
I believe both sides are important, but individuals must lead. Change starts at home and spreads to society.
I believe corporations must lead. They have money, technology, and power to make large-scale changes. Without them, climate action will be too slow.
This was a great debate. Now it's your turn to share your opinion. Who do you think should be responsible for this? Share your views in the comments below.